Okay, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, it's July 20th of 2023, and it's almost 1 p.m. I think I got a headache. I mentioned I think I was talking about keyboards and how much I like this, oops, sorry about that, DOS keyboard. But it is not, there's no illumination for it. So I hooked up one of these little lamps that goes on top of a monitor and that kind of, and it just doesn't work right for me. I do need to see the eye doctor. It's past time, and when I was there before a couple years ago, I've got a cataract in each eye, but it was over to the side then. And anyway, because I'm type 2 diabetic, I need to get in once a year for and I need to make an eye appointment. But, so I just happen to have a lighted keyboard. And now I can get a lighted keyboard for $200, identical to this one, same thing, plus maybe with an extra thing or two, I don't know. But 200 is too much. I just hooked it up. I was trying to go with, well, everything I'm going to say doesn't make sense. I was trying to go with smaller keyboards, and then end up with this big one. And then I'm going, but anyway, I've got the Google yeah, it's not the Google, let's see, what is it? The G910 Logitech, and it is lighted. Whoops, I'm hitting that. Okay, I can see that's going to be a problem there. Yeah, that's lighted, and so that's what I've got now that I've hooked up, but I think I'm going to need to take a nap, get my eyes back in shape. Also, what I did, and I rearranged monitors or whatever the other day, yesterday was it, so that I would have them both, the same setup, and a little difficult doing. Let's see here. Display setting. With, this is why I had them both set up. 2560 by 1440. And it's fine for over here. In fact, that's what I want. The screen that you're seeing. Now over here is my work screen. And I did have that set up to the same setting. And there again, and it's, whoops, it's set to 1920 by 1080. So that's what I normally are using, whatever. So, and two, I'm not sure, it's either been a long time or else it never has been in the past, but now it looks like maybe Windows 11 is working the way it should for me, is that in the past when I would drag something over, there'd be a problem, or dragging it over here, whatever, there was, it would be higher or lower on the way, but now that's right, and the computer knows, okay, I'm dragging something over, and not to have it have to be dragged in at the top side or the bottom side, it just works. and it looks okay. So it looks like that's taken care of. I think I'd still like that. I talked about having the two new monitors, but whoops, I think I dinged this thing a couple of times here. Talked about, even though I have a bunch of monitors in the closet, that I'd like those. I showed a couple of new, not new ones, but a couple of monitors I'd like to have identical ones. And but now this is, this is working okay. So I think and I talked about wanting a new keyboard. Well, I talked about getting this one, a new one of these, but they're $200 for this. Also, I listed, that's one reason you may, if you watched the video the other day, you wonder, why does he have 3 or 4 monitors, listed with the links, to go to them on Amazon. That's because I was trying to decide on some and trying to keep it there. And I intended to go in and make some updates or something on them. Now it's kind of, but that's the other day. So I guess what I want now is an inexpensive, which they have so many keyboards with so many variations and things. And there are some really inexpensive. Well, in fact, I've got a couple, more than a couple. But what I would, let's go to Amazon. My goal now, I think, is to get an inexpensive, you can see where I've been looking at them here, an inexpensive keyboard. No, this is the one that's, that's lighted back here, it would be lighted if I were to get, that's, but they have, oops. Okay, well, here's, I've never heard of it. It's got 4.5 stars. Of course, seems like all of these keyboards have, 4.5 stars. I think that's because a person just gets a keyboard, and if it's, they work pretty much. And if you paid $23 for a keyboard, well, then you're not expecting, one like this. So if you pay $23, you're expecting. But the gaming keyboard, 104 keys. Now I can do without, as I've in fact been doing without sometime. I really do not need, this has a keyboard, pad on it. I really never use it, and I wouldn't mind having a smaller keyboard. But now I've got one that I bought, and it's small. The keys feel okay on it and everything, and it's very popular with the people because I guess the right price and whatever. But okay, now this one I don't like because look here. It looks like they've got these little screws, here on the thing sticking. I don't know. I just don't like that. Let's see. Okay, well, okay, I definitely don't want this one because of the, that's one reason. Also, I would prefer, but I don't have to have, because I do have an audio control set up here. I always like to have on a keyboard, you know, the thing where you can adjust the volume on the keyboard. And this one doesn't have that. But, so let's go back to keyboards. Also, this other one that I have, what is it? Is it the 6s, or I think it's the 6s on it. It looks, I mean, it doesn't exactly look like a 6 should look. Let's see if we can find it here. Oh, excuse me, I need a nap. Okay, never heard of this keyboard before either. And it has, you know, 5.5 stars. I guess it's 4.5 stars? No, it's okay, let's see this one. Okay, gaming keyboard, 104 keys, full size. Again, I don't need, it's a mechanical keyboard, wired. I want the wired. I know they've got all kinds of, you know, brown switches. $45. Of course, you can switch, you can get other switches. And I'm sure it's probably the same. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Red switches, $29. Let's see. What color is this? Blue, I guess. No, I don't. But I could say, what is it? Whatever. Okay. 45. These are brown switches, I think. 45. Blue switches. 45. Red switches. 45. Okay. Okay, they've sort of got, well, I don't know what, you know, at the 6, it looks to me like. Looks like a G, you know what I mean? I guess this is a G down here. But I could still live with, I do like the, you know, the volume control there, although I have right here by my hand for the volume. I just worry that every one of these things is rated, you know, 5.5 stars. Anyway, let's see, if any of you have an idea, I don't think it's going to work asking you, because you all have, you know, different ideas for what you know, here's the bestseller, they say. Comes with a mouse. I don't need a mouse. I've got a bunch. And the Redragon is the one, not this one, but that's one I got that's very compact and very well built. You know, it feels solid. It's well built. But and it does not have the keypad, which is good. And I'm pretty sure it's the Redragon that I have. I'm sort of a little afraid to get up and pause this thing. I think I would do it correctly this time. I think it's a... Okay, it's not showing up pause, but I think it's pause. But I don't want to take the chance. I ended up with 3 segments, and I didn't want to splice them together. I do want to go and when I was in Washington, D.C. for 2 weeks, my daughter, LaDonna, she did videos when we were out walking. Every other day, we went out and walked about 3 hours. And I was eating, they are vegetarians, and I was eating their food. And my feet, which were gross and had been gross for, swollen and everything else, 2 weeks there, I lost weight. My feet went back to like normal, and then as soon as I came back to Texas, I don't know, in a couple of weeks, my feet were back, and gross, So it just goes to show you, I hate to admit it, but vegetarian food and getting out, every other day for 2 or 3 hours walking, that did it. That was amazing. Okay, here's this $39 one. It looks okay. I wonder how much control you have over the coloring of let's see, quiet but tactic, whatever, whatever. Okay, here you go. 7 different RGB lighting modes and effects. 4 black backlight brightness levels. Adjustable breathing speed. Which I did with one of it's in the closet. It looks like maybe, you're stuck with, it's all once, which I could live with. What I did with the one that is in the closet here someplace, my keys with the letters on them or whatever, I had them, I forget what color, and they were all the solid color. And then like the numbers, I had them another color, and then the numbers, of course, the keypad, I had those the same numbers because they were numbers, and stuff like that. It looks like here, I think you have, it says programmable backlit gaming. $40, I could go with $40. Oh, hub. Am I going to get copyright hit on this?
Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. I'm going to do an unboxing and kind of a comparison video of this Gaming Essentials keyboard and mouse. So let's do the keyboard first. That's very well protected.
I really don't need them now. So I've got 2. I'm only using one of the.
So looks like a pretty nice keyboard now. I'm all about
G552.
Relatively quiet because
Hero. I have
old one
2. I'm only using one of these.
Super loud. So far,
Let me write this one
pretty
down.
good. Got this long It's like a pretty long USB cord. It's kind of unusual. It's kind of long in this area.
35.
Easier to plug in that way. But we're going to plug it in. We're going to take a look, see how it looks. Pretty basic.
Yeah, let's look for something without a mouse. Because, you know, I'd rather whatever that is costing, if they'd put that in, you know, the keyboard, maybe there would be something else there that I would be able to use. So, let's see. But mouse. Look like a bunch of those have a mouse. I guess at that price range, a lot of people, you know, hey, you're getting a keyboard and you're getting a mouse, and a lot of people looking for the cheapest they can get. Okay, I've already got a Logitech. I don't want a $13 Logitech keyboard. I think I probably ought to go with the Logitech. Well, I don't know. Oh, $250. $74. $35. Yeah, every one of them. Here's one that has, well, only 5 people have bought it. You know, here's, you know, some keyboards that a whole bunch have bought, and here's one that only 5 people have bought, but it's got 5 stars. Oh, it's $250, isn't it? Huh. Well, if you have a recommendation, this looks like this is the one I have in the closet. And I just got it. Let's see if I can show. Okay, look at the 6. You know, here are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, it doesn't look like a 6. It looks like a G. And the G, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but the G down there looks like a 6, you know, in a way. No, it looks like a G, but and this one that's in the closet. Maybe I should get it back out and hook it up. Okay, why did I get this one out? Because it was lighted. Of course, this G910 is programmable. I think I used that one time in the past. And maybe I should just go with this Redragon here and save myself some money. I think I forgot how to, because I couldn't find the instructions. Oh yeah, well that's not, I told that computer to stop giving me those pop-ups. I think I probably ought to take this one out of the closet and just hook it up and make do with it. The Redragon K552. I think I was able to adjust the keys like I was talking about, where I had them, you know, like all the letter keys were, you know, were white or something, or yellow, or whatever I thought looked best at the time, and then I did something with the numbers, and it was, I liked that way that I had, but I forgot how to do it, and I didn't have the instructions around here any place. And then just recently I saw the instructions on how to do it online. So anyway, I think that I'm going to, how long have I been talking? 25 minutes. I'm going to take a little nap, try to rest my eyes. Well, maybe I'll hook that other keyboard up and then rest my eyes. Then I know what's going to happen. I'm going to sit down here and start trying to figure out how to program the color, you know, the color of the keys and everything. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.